What a lovely day, and what a beautiful field. Wait, what's that noise?
Actually, ants are the hardest workers of all,
said the ant.
No, you're not,
said the bee.
Of course we are,
the ant insisted.
Ha! We bees built the fanciest hive at the top of that tree. But our anthill is 2 meters high. Do you know how difficult that is to build?
Oh, looks like Andy the ant and Bella the bee are arguing again over who is the hardest worker.
You know what?
said Andy.
Let's find out once and for all who is the better worker. Tomorrow, I'll give you my work permit and you'll give me yours. At the end of the day, we'll see which one of us has gotten more work done.
Andy and Bella agreed to the contest and went about their business, each confident they could prove the other wrong. The next morning, Andy put on his uniform and went to the hive. The boss met the young ant and gave him his first task.
Do you see that field of flowers over there? Go and collect some pollen for us. Is that all?
Andy felt very confident. He took a bucket and a shovel in his hands and set off towards the field. The field was close by, but the path proved difficult. First was the tunnel of thorns. Then, Andy had to cross a stream. Feeling a bit tired, he finally stood in front of a flower. After climbing up, he filled the bucket with pollen, thinking to himself,
there were some obstacles, but this job isn't hard at all.
Andy returned to the hive and showed the boss his work.
Look at this, sir. A whole bucket filled all the way to the top. Is this a joke?
replied the boss.
You were meant to bring pollen from the whole field, not just one single flower. Wait, what?
said Andy.
That's impossible. Isn't there some other job for me? I don't have wings to make so many trips.
Fine, replied the boss.
Go help the boys lay bricks. You can handle that, can't you?
Andy entered the hive and wasted no time in setting to work on an empty section of the wall. After a while, the boss returned to check on Andy's progress. He was horrified.
What have you done? The pattern should be hexagonal, not rectangular.
Andy the ant felt completely out of place. Meanwhile, Bella the bee had arrived on site. The four-ant gave her a very important task.
See that pile of leaves?
He said.
I need it in the anthill pronto.
Bella started dragging a leaf toward the anthill.
Phew, it's heavier than I thought,
she grumbled to herself. After hours of tugging with all her might, Bella finally got the leaf to the main entrance and reported to the four-ant.
What?
exclaimed the four-ant.
You've only brought one leaf? What about the rest of the pile? But Mr. Four-ant,
Bella gasped.
There's no way I can carry that many leaves all by myself. Isn't there an easier task for me? So be it,
the four-ant sighed.
You are new after all. Go to the brook and help our crew build a bridge.
As she approached the brook, Bella was confident she would be able to do this job easily. But as she took her position in the bridge, her weight pulled all the ants down. The chain broke, and they all tumbled into the water. The four-ant watched this all unfold and said to Bella,
I think you need to take a break.
It was lunchtime, and Bella and Andy took their places near the large tree with the beehive on it and the anthill below it.
A leaf sandwich,
grumbled Bella.
What a disgusting thing to eat. A pollen sandwich?
Andy frowned.
It isn't even edible. Andy, is that you?
Bella peeked over the tree root.
Bella,
said Andy.
I'm sorry for what I said,
said Andy.
Being a bee is much harder than I thought. No, I'm sorry,
said Bella.
I didn't realize ants work so hard.
They laughed. They both realized that it was not a question of who worked harder, but what kind of work suited each of them better. From then on, they respected other professions and never looked down on each other again.